Hi, and welcome to my ALF training, and thank you for considering taking some of our training options. Cheryl Stockstill's with me. My name is Kalei Stockstill. Hi.
Hi.
Today we're just going to tell you about the three options that we have for taking core training, and then if you want to open your own facility, then we have two other options for you. Cheryl's the lead instructor for my ALF training. Cheryl?
Yep, the first option is the Assisted Living Administrative Core class. It's 26 hours. It's a required class by the state, so you have to take the 26-hour course, complete the course, and then you can register for the state exam, which is offered through USF Testing Center. For ALF Core online, it's very convenient. You can do it from your home, you can do it from our app, you can do it, listen to it in the car. You can start and stop as many times as you need to, and it'll hold your place.
You know, we give you up to a year to complete it. Most people don't take a year, they take a few weeks, which is really a good amount of time to learn the information. It's not an easy test. There's a lot of people don't pass it if you don't prepare. I think we give you the tools that you need to prepare, and some of those tools include, well, it's broken up into 12 sections. In the sections, there's audio recordings, videos. We have quiz questions at the end of most sections. You can take those quizzes as many times as you want, and at the end we have an online exam prep which has a pool of about over 600 questions that we devised to help you memorize the information that you'll need to know for the state exam.
And the best part, which I don't think anybody else is offering this, is an actual in-person exam prep. And the beautiful thing about that is that I try to schedule them so they back up right to the test, so you'll be able to have your exam prep very fresh and then go and take the state exam. It's either offered by myself, Kalei, or one of our instructors, and it runs about 3 to 5 hours depending on the class size, and we really hammer through and go through 58A and the regulations and make sure that you're prepared for that test.
So that's included, and I highly recommend that you come. It's included in the price of option 1, which is a pretty reasonable price that we charge for it.
And right now I'm in Palm Beach, Tampa, and Orlando. We're trying to stay kind of central, that way everybody's able to get in and get to one. We'll probably branch out, but Orlando's pretty central, so check for your location too.
Yeah, and we have a few number of seats at each location, so you have to reserve your space, and if you're not going to show up for that location, we ask that you cancel your reservation so that somebody else can have that spot. The online training, though, like I said, it's got 12 modules. There's audio recordings. Cheryl and I go over different aspects of the rules and regulations. Now that's what you're going to learn in core training. You're going to learn the rules and regulations to operate an assisted living facility in Florida. And
well, I just want to interject one thing. We have a really good pass rating too. Also, Kalei and I actually have operated. We're currently running a facility. We built it from the ground up. I'm not sure how many trainers can say that. That they're currently working in it, day in and out, and we understand, what's going on out there and how to teach.
Right. So, if you want to open an assisted living facility, you need 2 licenses. If you're not interested in opening a facility and you just want to become an administrator in the state, you take our 26-hour class, which is option 1, do our online exam prep, come to our in-person exam prep, pass the state exam, you get your administrator license. For those of you that want to open a facility, then you need a second license, and that's a location license. I personally don't think that you should try to learn everything you can in somebody's 2-day seminar that they're offering and they're promising you the world. It's way too much information to learn in just 2 days, and I think that some of the qualifications of people doing those things don't have the depth that we've had.
So Kalei and I are still learning. It's been 10 years we've had our facility. We're pretty good now, but I can assure you the first couple of years were very rough and rocky. We learned so much about it. Expansions, we've done it all, state inspections. And I can assure you this is a very expensive business to get into, and you want to conserve your money and not waste it on, another consultant that's really not qualified or going to give you exactly what you need. You can spend that money on mock surveys, site visits, inspections, purchase a great solid contract from an attorney. There's so many things that are involved.
Yeah, and things will come up during the process. So we're going to get, so option 1 is core training, We have great programs going to help you memorize and learn the information, the rules and regulations, because the state exam is 100 questions. They're scenario-based questions, and you have to pass it with 75% or better. If you don't pass it, you have to pay the fee again. So you want to go with a trainer that has a high pass rate, and we give you the tools that will help you become successful. Now, if you want to open your own facility...
One more thing.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm also a teacher, so...
That's right.
You can't beat that. I have a master's degree in education, and I was trained how to teach and how to deliver. So besides our assisted living qualifications, I'm certified to teach too. So the combination is really on point.
Okay, so those of you who want to open your own facility, whether it's adult family care home or assisted living facility, you definitely should upgrade to the option 2 at the minimum, a few $100s extra. We give you basically everything that we know about running the facility, operating the facility, hiring people, firing people,
How to get your
marketing your
clients,
facility.
which is really important.
Yeah, and it really it won't be your end all and be all. It's a foundation. You're starting to build a foundation of education, and so you want to start there, and you get that. You get 13 hours, and we keep adding more and more information. You get immediate access to it. We answer questions like, should I buy a place? Should I rent a place? How much can I charge? How much can I make? What are my expenses? What are my startup costs?
And this doesn't just go for the state of Florida, right? It's
It
pretty
doesn't.
universal. So the residential assisted living care homes all around the country, it'll all
Definitely.
apply. You know, just a few different things with each state, but marketing is marketing. How you get your residents is pretty much the same.
Yep, and the process of opening a facility, the step-by-step checklist of applying for the license and getting it open, I like to say that's probably the easiest thing we did. I mean, we had to deal with some extra circumstances with our city and planning and zoning and things like that, and you may as well. And that's where you'll need an expert to come in and help you with things like those issues that may arise. Your HOA doesn't want to allow it, and you may need to hire an attorney, or you may need to have a consultant to come in and help you with your specific situation. So you can get a base foundation of how to operate your facility and how to be successful, but you don't want to go out to some seminar and give somebody $2,000, $3,000, $10,000 when you need to preserve that money and use it for your sprinklers or your fire alarms and things like that.
Right. We even hired a consultant ourselves when we started.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah. Wow.
But we've learned so much more than our consultant knew.
Absolutely.
So option 2 is really good for you if you're going to open your own facility. There's really no reason why you shouldn't upgrade. I'm actually surprised more people don't, and they try to go it alone and try to figure out these things on their own. You're going to lose
Well, it
money.
costs some money.
You will
It
lose
does.
money. And you may pick the wrong location if you try to go it alone. We talk about a lot of those things. And you can always shoot us an email and ask us a question. And then option 3 is really the one you need to pick if you're gonna open your own place. Option 3 is you get the online core training. So option 2, you get online core training, you get the online exam prep, you get the in-person exam prep.
Right.
Option
All the
2,
same things.
you get all that, plus you get the extra 13 hours of recordings. And we have our forms package that you get with the online option 2. Option 3, you get option 1, option 2, and option 3, you get to come once a month. We hold right now it's once a month. And we hold a in-person 8-hour training event. And it's either gonna be Cheryl or myself, or one of our consultant partners who are equally as skilled and know a lot about running a facility. So you're gonna get 8 hours in person, and we take you across the street and we take you on a tour of our assisted living facility, which we built from the ground up. You wanna tell them a little
Pretty
bit about
impressive.
our assisted living?
What would you like to know? Put me on the spot.
Our assisted living facility.
You
I'm
just
so-
said me,
okay, go
now
ahead.
here
All
we
right.
go. So, yeah, zip it. No, we started with one small building. We're licensed for what, 4 at first or 6?
4 residents.
4 residents, and we're now at 32, and we're getting ready to expand again. So we've gone through the process, and gosh, I've learned so much over the years, and the first 2 years were so stressful. I wish I had somebody to call and guide. I just was the Wild West on my own. Learning these things, having the state come in and do these terrible inspections, and but it's great because this is where I am today, and we've learned so much, and now I can pass it on to my clients. And we just keep growing, and it's a beautiful facility, and we're very unique and special. We have an amazing reputation in the community, and I can give you some of those tips.
Yeah,
to tell you what we did.
When you come and you see what we've done, you may say, I like that. I'm going to try to look for a place like that. Or I can see how this functions well. And I think, personally, as far as a smaller place, it's really efficient. And I think you're going to be pretty impressed if you come by. So it's worth it to upgrade to the option 3 just to come and do a facility tour, a little behind the scenes, and get some business training. So that option only has a few spots every month, so you need to reserve your spot. And if you have any questions, call our number. If you dial extension 1, you'll get me. If you dial extension 2 for tech support, if you have any problems. So let's say you purchase one of these options. You're gonna put your email address, and it'll create an account for you. It'll send an email right to your account. You log in, click on My Courses, and you can get started right away. Well, I look forward to meeting you all, and I hope you understand the value that we're giving you in this training package for such a small amount of money. So,
and I wish I had us 10 years ago to talk to.
Yeah, our consultant was probably 10 times more than what we're offering you, and they knew 10 times less. Okay? Well, thank you.
Thank you.